There's this overwhelming feeling I always get that I'm not ever living up to my potential. I've gotten better at filmmaking over the years, sure, but it's never felt good enough. I don't feel like a genius, and my inner criticism convinces me that I'm not someone who can execute on the same level of the greats. Because how is everything everyone makes better than what I make? How can they make such impactful compositions or write such incredible scripts? And why does nothing ever turn out how I see it in my head? Does that mean I can't be trusted with big ideas?
What F-stop are you at?
I don't ever want to waste my big ideas if I can't do them justice. Yeah, I'm at Camp Music Bed. I actually just had a really good conversation with a director. Her name is Morgan. She said something that kind of stuck with me. It's this idea that we don't need to treat every piece we make as final. That as artists, we've forgotten the art of the rough draft, and everything you make doesn't need to be this big final project, you know? A piece can exist as an iteration, a demo, proof of concept. Something you can always improve upon and make again and again and again. As I've gotten better at filmmaking, I've also gotten harder on myself. And I think after years of working in the creative industry, I've stopped feeling like I have the room to explore, to make that rough draft. I mean, we've collectively become so obsessed with optimization, with performance and metrics. And in all this effort to make something perfect, I've neglected the part of art that is supposed to be messy. Not everything I produce needs to be the project that defines who I am, because behind every great artist is a lot of bad days. Days where we aren't happy with what we make, where we question everything about our own skills and our own value. There's a lot of scrappy iterations and lack of resources, and a lot of exploration and experimentation. When an idea pops into my head, there's a certain urgency to it. If I don't contain it, organize it, and execute it, it will move on to the next person who's ready to give it the time of day. But a film can only really come to life once I build the world around it. I process my own emotions through music, and I typically isolate a certain feeling by building my own collection of songs. Project folders are the backbone of every idea I've ever come up with, and I've made an extensive collection of them on MusicBed. I kind of treat them like my own playlists, helping me quickly organize songs that inspire moments of reflection. It's like building a film's soundtrack that I can write my scripts to. As the music plays, I write. The songs guide me emotionally, and the beats dictate my pacing. Investing in a music bed was a direct way to invest into my own process, a process that is super near and dear to my heart. I want to thank MusicBed for being the sponsor of this video. If you value music as a special part of your own process, like I do, then I wouldn't wait. Your idea deserves a good soundtrack. Switch to MusicBed and start your 14-day free trial today with the link in my description. I always hear people say they have this big film that they want to make or this big idea, but they don't have the resources to do it. They don't have the people or the budget or the client that opens that door for them, or they kind of have this really good idea and they don't want to ruin it on their lack of current skills. I think we really need to stop thinking like that. Great work always comes from practice. Big films started out as shorter films, or as concept pieces, or maybe even a scene filmed on an iPhone, or maybe even just a photo project. Becoming better at creating feels like it's more about keeping that element of exploration alive rather than optimizing an end product. And I think I need that reminder sometimes that it's okay to start small. And I think you might actually find a way to make something that feels good enough for you if you just remember the importance of the rough draft.